welcome. This is the weekend zodiac readings, all signs of the zodiac. If you know your chart, you may resonate with a few of the different messages. So we're going to use the romance angels today, and that is for the relationship message. I hope you're doing okay wherever you are on Gaia. It is very nice to connect with you, and thanks for supporting the channel, and thanks for clicking like for the video, liking the video, and also subscribing. I always forget to say stuff like that. I'm using the Blunt Truth deck for the message from our person today, and I've gone with some gentle energy. I've brought out this a very old deck, very beautiful energy on this one. I just thought it'd be nice to have a gentle energy. We've got feminine and masculine angels in there, and I'm using Moonstone today just to sort of tune into my deeper energy, because Cancerian and Libra energy really resonate with this. Although I've got lots of other, I've got my Geminis in Venus with Gemini. I've got Virgo in my chart. I've got Scorpio in my chart. I've got loads of Taurus. So okay, I'm sending you lots of love, and I've got my Morticia. Well, this is Wednesday actually, it's not Morticia. I'm like Morticia because obviously I'm a mother and that's my age, but I do resonate with Wednesday the most. I always end up with more Wednesday stuff. So I think that's my inner child, is Wednesday Addams. Right, let's go into the messages then. So we'll start off with Taurus, and we're going to do state of mind as well. I forgot to say, I thought it'd be nice just to see how we've been getting on this week, you know, because we've got through another week almost. And so let's see what message we get, what's our state of mind at this time. So Taurus, undressing of a salad. Right, so you might be feeling a little bit chaotic at the moment. You know, maybe chaotic is not the word, mixed up. You're deconstructing things in your life at the moment. Things are changing, and it's going to be so much better once you put it all back together. But obviously that process can make you feel a bit unsettled and a bit mixed up. So you might be feeling a little bit like that, okay? Let's have a look at what your relationship message is. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so some Tauruses, you may be getting to know somebody on a deeper level at the moment. Others of you, if you are single, it's basically where you're getting to know yourself on a deeper level. And that's fine, because that's how you start to become a vibrational match to get to know other people on a deeper level. You know, we have to kind of embody that first within ourselves. So getting to know yourself on a deeper level will align you to getting to know someone else on a deeper level, you know. So that's what's going on there. So okay, there's been a lot of progress for you recently, right? There has. Spirit is saying well done. This year you've been making a lot of progress, and it's been like a spiritual initiation for you. You have had to manage lots of opposing forces, powerful forces, you know, trying to get more of a better balance, whereas previous the energies may have felt very wild, very uncontained in your life. You know, you've been getting a much better grip on your own energy and sort of the energies out there, you know. So it has been some sort of spiritual initiation for you. You have been doing well, and you are progressing. Now, this kind of next few days, it's all about you just taking some time out, you know. Now, that means, you know, maybe stepping back from the matrix and not doing too much. You may be thinking about certain decisions you want to be making But perhaps this next few days is not so much about rushing those decisions. It's more about letting all of these energies settle, because you have done a lot of movement lately, you know, like a lot of energetic work within yourself. So it's sort of like a time to just review things, and maybe not think too much on it, but just actually just let everything settle. You know, try to keep the mind empty as you can. I know that's hard, but you know, and because if you slow everything down and you don't rush things at the moment, you know, you're going to open up this portal, and then wise action will occur from that. Okay, that is what the Four of Swords leads you to, wiser action. Okay, so that's what you're kind of being encouraged by your spirit guides to do, and you will find yourself kind of doing that anyway. Okay, because that's what they're guiding you to do. You know, like when you're deconstructing things, you can imagine if you rush that process, it's just going to end up in a horrible mess. So that's why slowness and stillness is better. So it looks like the next few days where there's been a lot going on, the next few days, let's slow this down, and it will result in wiser action. It's also resulting in you getting to know yourself better, or you know, somebody else better. Now the energy you're connecting into is good. It's turning, it's exchanging, it's changing. All right, it's going from being very unpredictable into being much more stable and solid and grounded with the Ten of Pentacles. So there's a massive turnaround here in the energy out there. You could have gone from having a very unstable partner or work situation or whatever it has been, and it's very good. You're tuning, and the next few days everything's starting to become much more healthy. There's a much more solid kind of energy here. There's a genuine energy. You know, this is people around you who are more long-term, who are more genuine, more giving. Now there may be somebody you're connected to that's got family matters to deal with, and they need to focus on money at the moment and building that type of thing up. There's that as well. Let's have a look at your relationship. Well, what's your person thinking? Okay, so somebody's sorry for lying to you. So there's definitely been this sort of unpredictable energy around you, okay? It wasn't a great energy, and it may have been exciting at times. You may have had a lot of chemistry or attraction to this situation, but it looks like somebody was unreliable. That's all shifting, like I said. You can see how your energy is mirroring. You see where you're becoming more calm and not rushing things so much. You're coming into contact with those types of energies that are more reliable. You know, there's more connections forming for you here. So if you're looking for work connections or friendships or, you know, soul family, there's more connections forming here, which will be very abundant for you as well. Astara, your spirit guides, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and your desires, and don't compromise. How wonderful. See, there's no need for you to rush, because your spirit guides are wanting you to elevate your vibration to the highest before you proceed. And then, you know, because they know that you can basically manifest something, or not manifest, attract things that are even higher vibrations than what you may imagine right now. Okay, let's go into Virgo. Have a cup of tea. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Oh no, I'm all right. Oh dear. I was just thinking I should start doing some lives again. Don't know. It'll happen. Whatever happens, happens. I haven't done them for ages. Okay, getting grounded. Virgo. Right. the next few days, it's all about you getting grounded back into your own energy. You know, you may have been going out exploring, doing different things or thinking about different things. And now it's time to just settle everything, all your energies back down, back in, subside back into source. Okay, there's somebody here who's being deceptive, right? Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay. So it could be one particular person that's lurking around who's got a deceptive type of energy. It could be, you know, more than one person. It's going to be different for everybody. So a false self mask. So there is something here about ego and people not being completely real, not being completely honest, which isn't very helpful, is it? Okay, so you are being very careful here. You're basically like, look, I've been very careful, almost to the point of feeling a bit blocked maybe at times, but it was just because you didn't want to dabble in energies that were like that, that deceptive type of, you know, you don't want to go down that road, you know. And you're not going to either. You've got the Knight of Cups, you know. You really want to be spiritually aligned to yourself. This is like you really arriving in your power, in your energy, and you want it to be in the right way. You want to be grounded. This is very much about, you know, Virgo being very self-loving at the moment, and spiritually aligned. Not allowing any sort of egoic energies to sort of affect your vibration. I feel like you want to keep your vessel very clear at the moment. So you're sort of really checking in before you proceed with any action, you know. And I think you want to be real with yourself. Like I get the sense you don't want to lie to yourself, you know. This is like about being really authentic with yourself. So until you're really clear on what's right for you, you don't want to proceed because you don't want to get yourself in situations that are not really healthy or right for you. So you're just like really checking in, which I think is really good. I mean, it is really good because it means you're more aligned to spirit and source, basically. So you'll be more abundant by doing this. You know, you definitely be more abundant and your vibration will be lighter. So you don't want to deceive yourself. You don't want to go back into denial about anything. The energies you're coming into contact with here are really good. You are coming into contact with other people that are light as well. They've got the magic touch, they've got the magician cards, and the magician has the gifts and the powers of spirit because he knows how to hold his vibrational alignment high, you know, so that he can access and just kind of be a channel for whatever spirit's bringing through. So you're definitely attracting like lighter, high vibrational energies here, which is really great news after that kind of deceptive energy. It's like if we deceive ourselves, we are sort of manifesting and attracting other people. I don't like them. I've got to stop using the word manifesting. We're attracting other people, therefore, that are deceptive if we're being self-deceptive. So this is like a whole new you, and I feel like you've been doing this for a while. You've put the blockers on everything and protected yourself while you sort of like figured out a lot of things, and you've done that work, you know, and now you're really arriving. Now you're really sort of like, well, now I've figured this stuff out. How exactly do I proceed here on in, you know? And it's like, well, you're keeping your eye on the ball. You don't want to fall back into self-denial anymore, because if you're in self-denial, like, you attract other people who are blocked, who are in self-denial and deceiving themselves, not being real, not being authentic. You don't want to attract people like that anymore. So you're really arriving, like I said, you're really tuned in, and you're attracting those type of people here that are tuned in. And it's really good news, because you've got the Page of Wands. So somebody comes in with good news here. You could be attracting somebody younger. You could also have very happy children around you, or young people around you. That's possible. But you could be attracting somebody younger who's quite adventurous, fun-loving. You could even receive some good news. Oh, look at this energy. I want to date you. You see what I mean? Oh. Your spirit guides. Oh my goodness. Daniel, I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. Good grief. Well, that's quite something, isn't it? You are doing something very special here the next few days. And I like it a lot, because you're remembering you're not a fool anymore. That's for sure. You know, and you're going to be attracting the real deal, whatever type of thing you're going for, you know, because if you're going for career, life purpose, or other areas of your life, you know, better health maybe, whatever it is, you're going for the real deal. You're attracting the real deal, like, it's things of value and worth. Capricorn. Heed the fiery sword. Determination, willpower, and a breakthrough. So, people better watch out. People better watch out for Capricorn at the moment, because you are making breakthroughs, and you've got the willpower and determination to do that. Oh yeah, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I do keep getting relationships this year improving for Capricorn, and I don't just mean lovers, but I feel this could be many different types of relationships improving this year. But I feel this year's a pivotal year for Capricorn. This is what I get shown by Spirit. And so it's like you, kind of like what I said when this card came out. I can't remember if it was Taurus or Virgo, but you're getting to know yourself on a deeper level, right? You're getting to know yourself on a deeper level. You're having breakthroughs, and you're starting to join dots and understand certain things. So so you have been quite excited recently. You may have felt like your inner child was coming back to life. You got the Page of Wands, okay? So it's been quite good news for you lately, and you sort of felt quite adventurous again. You know, you might have started exploring different ideas and things again, which was fun, yeah. You may have also been attracted to somebody. That's possible too. Now you get the Lovers card, so you're hitting a little bit of a fork in the road here the next few days, and it's kind of going a little bit mysterious again, because that's what the Lovers card represents, and that's why it represents usually a decision, because it's the mystery, right? It's the mystery of how two people come together, and how the feminine attracts the masculine energy. It doesn't matter what sexuality you are, it's just more, or genders, it's just, you know, the feminine the masculine is drawn to the feminine, and there's a mystery behind that, how that all occurs, okay? And so there's a sense of, when we get the Lovers card, there's this sense of mystery. It's like, what the hell is going to happen next in my life? Because I've had this burst of excitement and maybe adventure, and now I don't really know what's going to happen next, you know. And I mean, obviously that's why you're watching tarot, isn't it? Because you're like, you know. So this is it. So it's something here to do with you getting to know yourself or getting to know somebody else, right? And it's also about you having a breakthrough. But if you're getting to know somebody else, again, it always comes back to you first. So you must be getting to know yourself on a deeper level and having important breakthroughs. And those are key right now, before Spirit lets you see the next sort of journey, if you like. Now, you're coming into contact with somebody with very light energy, who has the ability to tap into source and channel through from source all gifts and powers. Okay, so they've got the magic touch, this person. There might be family matters, money matters this person has to attend to, which is fine. That will all proceed perfectly well. You know, they might have other things. It might not just be to do with money, to do with family, but it could be other family matters they're attending to. But they're being responsible. This person keeps their energy in a heightened state. So they've got connections, right? This is like connections everywhere. So the fact you're somehow tapping into somebody with that type of energy is showing me, you know, what you're doing, Capricorn. You know, you're doing something really good here this year. It's just a little bit mysterious for you at the moment. So you might feel slightly triggered because you're a bit like, oh, you know, I still don't really understand where my life's headed, or what have you. Now, there is somebody here that sees signs about you. So they kind of get information about you here, and they're somehow psychically tuned into you, all right? There's something going on here, I feel, is what I'm getting shown, that there's somebody connected to you on a very spiritual link. And either you're getting information about them or they're getting information about you. But anyway, you've always got to come back to the fact that this is your journey, not to get too embroiled in someone else's journey. So, all right, you don't have all the answers at the moment, but the good thing is, the reason why this is happening is because Spirit is trying to get you to really link in with your own energy more, so you can have these, and you're going to have these breakthroughs as you're doing that. And then obviously that will give you the information you've been looking for. So don't worry too much if you're feeling a little bit like you don't know what the next steps are. You know, you just create that space, that portal, because Spirit is definitely going to be bringing you the information if you honour the space. Oh yeah, look at this, patience, you see. So Spirit is confirming that that is the best thing to do. Now is the time to learn, study, gather information, enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So that's exactly what I was just saying. I should have just probably picked the card and got to the point. There you go, Capricorn. Patience, patience. You're going to be receiving information from Spirit about what your next steps are. So try to relax. I see very good, like I say, I see very good shifts happening this year for Capricorn. Okay. Let's go into Aquarius. I'm doing these readings far too long, but never mind. I think I always end up saying that because I do the earth signs first. Then when I go into the air signs, I sort of take a little breather for a second, and I always sort of, I get a sense of how I'm moving through the readings. I don't know why my superego does that. Pointless. It is what it is. Right, Aquarius, you've got here the fiery sword. you are having breakthroughs at the moment as well, just like Capricorn. So maybe you've got Capricorn in your chart as well, I don't know. But you're making breakthroughs at this time that are important to your journey. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that's kind of like where you're at the moment on the journey, is your energy is becoming a lot more attractive than what it was. Always good to know. You know, you have to always love yourself the most, because that is loving spirit. We have to love spirit the most. And so, yeah, once we're loving ourselves, not in a narcissistic way, you know, obviously, but in a, well, it wouldn't be narcissistic. To truly love yourself, that is not narcissistic, because narcissists are looking outwards all the time. They don't know how to connect within. So, love yourself first. Loving source. Breakthroughs coming. Where you're connecting with yourself more, where you're allowing that time to connect with yourself more, it's opening up a portal for spirit to bring you important information. You know? You've been getting yourself into a much better position. You know, you have had a lot of challenges lately, a lot, like multiple sort of things to sort out and deal with. But you've been in a really good position to actually do that. And you've sort of been overcoming a lot of issues that probably needed ironing out or what have you. And you've probably proved yourself a little bit to yourself. It's like, oh, this is the breakthrough. This is like, yeah, I'm feeling good. Sun, you know, it's a yes from the tarot. You are much closer to source. Your vibration, you're doing something very clever with your vibration. You're lifting it up to consciousness level, because the sun represents source. So the next few days you're reaching a higher state of consciousness, which is a good thing, because you don't really need me to explain, but you're tapping into abundance here. You'll notice your mental health improving, or your physical health improving, money coming in. The ability to be happy, but through more simple pleasures, more innocent pleasures. And also feeling more present in your life, not so preoccupied with the past or too preoccupied with the future. So a lot of good things happening there for you. So now you're dealing with an energy here, somebody who has been stuck, probably gets fed up and a bit down and a bit depressed, because they feel like there's some certain things they wanted that they didn't get, and nothing will replace that. Nothing they get offered, it's like they're turning away, that they've been turning away, like, no, it doesn't live up to my expectations based off what I had wanted. So then they're just blocking everything else that's good, you know, which is a really sort of like, well, it's a really stagnant energy, isn't it? And it's not the best energy to have to the thing is that it's a hard time when you're going through that. It is a hard time, and I suspect the reason why you've got somebody like that in your reality is because you were basically like that when you first met them yourself. You know, so you kind of had a similar energy, but I feel you've massively moved on. You've proven yourself to spirit, you've stepped up to the plate, and spirit is blessing you now, and that's why you're starting to feel more free, more high vibe again. But your person's been choosing to stay stuck for longer, but it could be a karmic thing that they've had to pay off karmas, so that's why spirit's been keeping them a bit stuck in that type of energy for a while. But the good thing is, what they've got here the next few days is the Chariot. So there's going to be real progress for this person. They're starting to get a better balance again. So their energy is going to definitely improve. You know, and they're going to realise that they've been going through some kind of spiritual initiation, and they're kind of almost at the end of that, which is good news. I mean, you may have some kind of contact with this person. Okay, so they're seeing signs about you, they're thinking about you. You know. Your spirit guides, what are they supporting you with, Aquarius? Oh, this is a lovely energy in this card. I'm just going to show it to you before I read it. Oceana. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation. You need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. That is so amazing, because that is just so similar to the first energy that you had, love yourself first. And I think that's it. You've had to face the demons here. You've been facing, you may have been dealing with practical issues, but I think as well it's been like your own demons you've had to face. And you've really stepped up, and you haven't allowed yourself to be sort of like, you know, like chasing somebody or giving so much. And so Spirit is now blessing you. You know, and they're just, if you're surprised actually at how strong you've been, and you're thinking, God, how have I sort of done this lately? Well, it's because your spirit guides have actually been really helping you with asserting yourself and loving yourself and trusting, you know. So there's lots of breakthroughs for Aquarius. And the great thing is that you're tapping into source, your vibration's higher, you're feeling like you can enjoy yourself more, like I said, through more simple type of pleasures, more innocent type of pleasures. And it's just nice. It's like a liberating feeling. You're not relying on that person that's been so stuck. You may hear from them, that is true, but I feel you're still going to stick to your guns, okay? Because that's what your spirit guides are basically making you do. So you won't fall back into kind of giving quite so much, right? Okay, let's go into Gemini. Just picked up the wrong deck there. Oh dear. My brain is, I don't know what's going on in my brain today. Honestly, it's hilarious. I don't know what it is. The Bright Mother. That's a nice energy. That's a very nurturing energy. So, really nurturing yourself there. Because that deck, that's your state of mind, and it's because you're nurturing yourself, you're sort of drawing that type of energy towards you, you know. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. A lot more happiness for Gemini at the moment, and maybe feeling more passionate about things again. I mean, this is coming from your soul. Joy comes from within. So where you're nurturing yourself, you're subsiding back into source. And so you're sort of channeling joy. So this is not, what I'm saying to you, because sometimes I talk a bit too spiritual, don't I? What I'm saying to you is, instead of feeling like you have to get your joy from outside, you're actually tapping into it from within yourself. And how you're doing that is because you've slowed everything down and you've been nurturing yourself. Right, Spirit is saying that you've sort of been given an opportunity lately. You've got here the Destiny card. You know, this is all predestined, is what you're going through at the moment. There's an opportunity here for growth. Okay, now growth is not always joyful. Growth can be painful, growing pains. And sometimes with it as well, things get worse before they get better. With the Wheel of Fortune, okay? They get slightly worse. Not for long, but for a period of time it can feel like things are getting worse before they get better. But it's all predestined. This is all predestined for your growth. Okay, and you've got the Two of Cups. So you are definitely more at one with yourself this weekend. The next few days, you're going to notice you're more at one with yourself again. There's so much self-love that you've got for yourself, and it feels to me like you're not allowing kind of old habits or what anybody else. You know, you're just focusing on doing things in a way. Okay, sometimes we have to do a lot of things that aren't really what we want to do, but in the middle of all that, we can tap into, all right, how am I going to go about this in the most self-loving way? And that's what you're doing differently. You know, you're navigating opportunities and challenges in ways that are more self-loving. And your energy with the Two of Cups is really, really like you're coming home. You're remembering who you are. You're reunifying with yourself. You've got a more loving energy. Now, somebody connected to you here looks like they're sort of moving forwards with their life. They're moving forwards more smoothly, and they have been doing that for a while. And this weekend sees them moving forwards further on. Okay, they're moving to more lighter horizons. Now, this could be a friend or a family member. It doesn't have to be a lover. Okay, so don't panic. But this is definitely somebody who has been trying for quite some time to move away from their own troubled time. And they're definitely headed in more lighter directions now, which is lovely. It's certainly not been easy for them, but the next sort of 2 to 4 weeks, it's going to get even better. If you don't hear from them much, it's just because they are processing a lot and they don't want to sort of impact that on you, because they do. This person does actually care about you, and they don't like to sort of like dump stuff on you. So you could be having some sort of reunion with somebody this weekend. That is very possible with that Two of Cups. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So there's a very gentle, very healing energy around Gemini. Okay, I was just shaking a bit then. I don't know, I think I tensed up. There's a very gentle healing energy around Gemini, your spirit guides. Oh, I tell you, I can feel it. It's so nurturing and kind. Yet there's certainly been a force of energy around you, forcing you, pushing you to grow at the moment, right? That is what I'm seeing here with these two cards combined. There's growth, and it's really not something of your own choosing. This is seriously like the universe making you grow, perhaps a little bit quicker than you want to. And again, like I said, it can feel like, oh, you know, a bit shaky to begin with. But this weekend, you'll realise, oh, you know, I can breathe again. I feel more calm about it now. I don't need to panic. I don't need to panic, you know, and just you'll find yourself, because you've had cultivated this more nurturing energy, and you've got this energy around you that's very nurturing from your spirit guides, you're going to find yourself feeling a lot more happier and settled the next few days, more at one with things that are going on in your life. And then, like I said, there could be some sort of reunion or reconciliation with somebody. That is very possible. Okay, and you're pleased to see somebody else doing well and moving forward with their life. So, yeah. So we're going to Libra. making myself laugh because I'm doing long readings. Okay, double check things. Oh, your state of mind, you're like, maybe you're over-analysing, maybe you're thinking too much here. You know, you're going too much into thinking here, which is probably irritating you a little bit. Try not to think, okay? Try to transcend. Come into your centre point where there's no mind activity. And just keep trying to reside there. And every time the mind goes back out to overthinking something, come back to centre point again and empty the mind again. And just try to stay very present in the moment, because whatever decision it is you need to make, or whatever it is you need to do, you'll just find yourself naturally doing it, because spirit will just, you know, it will just happen like that. Okay, so they're looking at you. They're looking at you. Well, maybe they are looking at you. Spirit is helping you to look at the red flags. Okay, there's obviously something. There is definitely caution here before you proceed, but I don't think Spirit wants you to stress about it and overthink it too much. It's more just about, okay, let's create space, let's create presence, you know. Okay, so it's been a bit of a mystery to you. Probably an understatement. You felt blocked for quite a while, and it was like, which way am I going to go with my life now? I really don't know. Now, it's great because it's, you know, there's pure potential. But at the same time, it's quite tricky because it's so mysterious. You don't really know what's going on next. Okay. Now, you may still feel a bit unpredictable. You may feel a bit unpredictable still. I'm sorry. But, you see, because you feel a bit unpredictable still about what you're doing, what your next steps are, you see, this is where the mind then the ego starts to attack us, right? This is what happens. The ego is an entity, right? It's all your mind activity with your thought patterns based off your conditioning and your past karmas. So it is like a collective entity there. And when you're not sure, it will start to attack you, you see. That's when it starts to... So you'll notice your mind starting to attack you with lots of different negative thoughts based off the fact that it senses you're feeling a bit unpredictable and unsure. You're tempted perhaps to take a risk, you know. And I would say the most important thing is to silence the mind. Because if you're going to take the risk and you're going to do something, then you're going to do it anyway, because that's predestined. Why give this ego, this mind, the chance to attack you and drop you into fear-based thoughts, or, you know? Try to keep that at bay if you can. Right, you're dealing here with somebody who was very obstructed, not shining their light properly, grieving or depressed. Something or someone was sort of obstructing their light to shine. And if they stay like that, they're just going to go down, 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 down. So they have to release themselves from that period of their life, you know. And as soon as they release themselves from that period of their life, things just start to flow and get better for them almost instantly. And that's kind of what's happening to your person. They've got the Six of Wands, you know. I think they have just literally very, very recently released themselves from the grip of that very depressing situation or memory, whatever it was. And it, you know, they're now experiencing much more success and flow. But they've got to be careful that they don't veer into ego and get too egoic about it. Because that's the only trouble with this person, that they may get almost too excited and too full of themselves. Right, I'm ready for a fresh start with you. So they may be thinking about coming back in. And you may feel a temptation there, a risk. But if that's not the case, right, because let's just say that if that's not the case, you're just going to be observing somebody who is doing much better after a difficult time, but they can sometimes veer into ego, is all I'm saying, and they still need to try to be humble. That's what Spirit would be saying to this person at this time. Wow, your spirit guides are saying, keep charging ahead. Don't take no for an answer and expect miraculous solutions to appear. It is the card of mystique. So they are, it's a beautiful card. So I'll show you, but Spirit is basically confirming that this is quite a mysterious time for Libra at the moment. Keep charging ahead, don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. There is definitely something here. I think you might end up taking a risk in some sort of direction. And I'm not saying it's necessarily to do with an ex. Some of you it might be, but it might not be to do with an ex. But it's like, because you've definitely been stuck. And it's definitely been very mysterious. And I get the sense that you're starting to feel quite unpredictable about whether you stay stuck now or not, and whether you start proceeding forward. So it looks like Spirit's going to be supporting you to move forward, basically. So try, like I say, try not to overanalyze it too much, because you're going to get guided by Spirit on your next actions. And it will happen spontaneously, very spontaneously. So there's movement here for Libra after a time of being stuck. And, you know, you feeling more passionate about life again. So we're going to Leo. Okay, this is feeling very comfortable in your skin. Feeling very comfortable in your own skin here. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. This is you really just being you. You deserve love. You are lovable, and pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So be careful about how you proceed, but there is confirmation that you're very lovable and you do deserve love. And I think you're tuning into your own self-love. You're being much more loving towards yourself, and you're getting better and better at realising the red flags and the areas you shouldn't go down. You've been much more committed to yourself lately, and this is leading you to much better health and abundance. So money better and your health better, because you've been more committed to yourself. And you're moving forward more and more easily. You're going to notice the next few days, your life is progressing and moving forward faster than you think. If you thought things were going to take ages to change, probably not. You're going from an energy of being very abandoned and rejected, and that poor health and just not a very giving energy, to soulmate energy. I mean, like, you could be having a reunion with somebody where you were torn apart, or you could be manifesting from having really people who are really unhealthy around you to a really, really good energy. Like, you could be, I mean, this could represent different things. Like I said, you could have had people that have been suffering, and you're going to be noticing them really improve at the moment, which is going to just fill your heart with joy. On the other hand, you could be going from attracting really like awful people to just like, boom, so much better people around you. because things are definitely moving forward much faster than you would have thought, Leo, okay? Yeah, somebody, I'm so scared I can't face this right now. There's definitely been an energy that was very, just not high vibrational. And I just think that you're so aware of that now. You so know about that now, the red flags. You know the energies that are just not right for you, Leo, and you're just not going to engage with that. You're much better at just tuning into your own self-love, what feels right and good for you, what feels healthy for you, and navigating away from those energies that don't feel good. And you're not going to fall into those traps again, ever. I can tell you that now. Merlina. Well, this is interesting. I love the card. I'll just show you that. Absolutely love that. Yeah. You are confused, indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So your spirit guides are getting you to just really do your research at the moment. You're setting something up here. You're definitely, I feel Leo is definitely planning things and setting things up at the moment, and you're excited. And they're saying to you, yeah, just get as much information, get as prepared as you can, because things are moving forward faster for you. Right, Aries. Your state of mind at the moment, you're really sort of looking into things, and you've been really careful lately about what you're doing, but you're also mindful of the fact and aware of the fact that you feel quite romantic and sensual and creative. So you sort of you've kind of got a nice balance between being grounded but then also quite floaty as well. It's quite a nice energy. It's cute energy. Flirt. Oh yes, that's cute as well. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Yeah, it is a light energy. It's not such a heavy energy because you're getting a balance, you know, and your spirit guides are extremely close to you. When our energy becomes more balanced, our spirit guides can get much closer. Well, this is very much like Leo. Let's pick another card. Oh, yeah, nice. You've taken the bull by the horns, and you just I'm taking my power back. I'm doing what's right for me. And it's made your bank balance in a better state. It's made your physical and emotional health in a better state. You know, yeah, your self-commitment and loyalty to yourself's been massive. Things are actually moving along for you faster and smoother than you thought from this. And, you know, you may be wondering right now, you know, what are my next steps? Where am I headed? Well, you're going to get visions, very clear visions the next few days of what it is you're doing. And you're in the position to help others at this point. You've created a good foundation here. So things look really good for you to just keep building, actually. So Spirit is kind of inviting you to be quite confident. And you're manifesting wonderful opportunities. Ace of Wands to the Ten of Cups. You are manifesting wonderful, wonderful opportunities here. You're very open to how this is all going to build and grow, and you're doing the right thing by waiting to see what visions and information you receive before you sort of proceed. You know, you're very good at what you do. And you're not immature and you're not rushing ahead. You know, you're actually quite businesslike. So you could receive an opportunity for a lot of enjoyment and happiness the next few days. You could be offered a relationship even. I don't have the energy for this right now. Well, that person's losing out, whoever that is. They're massively losing out, and you've taken your pentacle away and you've just rode on your horse and said, well, if you don't want it, that's fine, because I don't need to just give it away. I'm actually sort of, I'm moving forward nicely here, and because you've aligned, so it's been smoother movement than you thought it would be, because it's aligned action. And you know, you're actually taking your pentacle and putting it into place where it's going to be, you know, you're going to grow much more abundant, prosperous things. That person's definitely lost out big time. They had such a massive opportunity with you, massive, and you're taking it elsewhere, and you're going to be growing something so much better, you know, and you're sort of very aware of that, but it's still very early phases, and you're probably thinking, you know, well, how, who with, but the next few days you get more and more clear information on this. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs. Now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. So that's what they're really supporting you with. Spirit is really helping you to, yeah, you know, put your beautiful energy into your life. For some of you, this may be a time more of your purpose building, and I'm telling you, it's successful. You are in the beginning phases of things getting very successful here. But I mean, with your purpose getting in such a good place, other areas of your life will too. You know, because there you go, happiness, that can be relationships and stuff too. So watch out for Aries at the moment. Right, Sagittarius. Oakmen. So, wise energy here. Tuning into wisdom. You're an old soul. You're an old soul. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. They want you to keep a light. They want you to use your wisdom, but also stay quite light. You've got an ending here, and you might be all of a dither. Ooh. You know, you've got transformation. You're going through a transformation, and you know you've been going through this transformation. So how you might have tackled things in the past, it's not really the case anymore. You don't tackle things in the same way that you used to, which is always a bit of a game changer, and it can shake us up a little bit. So your head might be in a bit of a spin. So really focus this weekend on meditation and emptying the mind, because it's not your mind doing this. Spirit is doing it. There's a predestined plan for you. So keep your mind nice and empty as much as you can, because there are different options for you at this time, but Spirit will bring you the right options, and you will be drawn in the predestined way that you're going to be drawn. So there's really little point in thinking about this. It will just drain your energy. I hate to say this, but I have to tell you what's in the cards. There's been a hell of a lot of drama, okay? There's somebody here that's deceptive, and they had a plan which hasn't really worked, okay? They were quite hopeful and confident that they could pull something off in their own deceptive way, or maybe deception's not the right word, but their plan just wasn't going to work like that. They've got to take the courage to take certain actions. Are they going to do that? They may well do it, but it could come a little bit too late down the line. there is, you know, if you keep forging ahead with this situation, what I'm getting shown here is drama. There are issues that have to be addressed. And the thing is, yes, those issues can be addressed. But is this person ready and able to do that? Or do they still lack the courage? I do listen to what you say. I am trying to find a solution within myself. Yes, I think they are. I think they are trying to find a solution. And like I said, I think it may come, but I feel like it's the timing. And I feel like you've got more wisdom now than you used to have. And, you know, it's for you, it's sort of like, look, I don't think you are quite ready yet. And this could take quite a bit longer than you might like to admit. So you're sort of using your wisdom and your energy to keep high frequency, and spirit will bring you what you're doing the next few days, where your energy is going to be going, and it's going to get clear to you. So don't waste too much energy getting yourself wrapped up in it, wondering. I know that's easy for me to say, but it will literally keep driving you crazy if you keep worrying about what your next steps are. Just take each day at a time and focus on what your responsibilities and activities are each given day, you know, and try to silence the mind as much as you can, because you'll do whatever needs to be done each given day, and then it will become very clear to you where your energies are lying right now and what your purpose is right now. But there is this energy here where they know they need to do certain things, but it's just like, if you keep trying to figure it out, it feels like drama right now. Oh, this is lovely. Archangel Gabriel, look at the energy. It's so super calming, so super spiritual. It's kind of just what Sagittarius needs right now. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back, and I will help you. So it's going to be really clear to you. You're going to feel really inspired, and you're going to be really drawn to all your, you know, where you need to be doing and going. So I feel your energy feeling very inspired and light and creative the next few days, so long as you don't allow this energy and this drama to keep like diverting you. It's a cheeky energy. It's a very, I mean, it's more than cheeky, but it's a very distracting energy over here that I feel you're more wise now to not allowing that to keep pulling you off, because you know you are just, you know, you see, you know that you're here for that there's other things you can be doing that are beautiful things, you know, and allow that person, take your drama over there, you go and figure it out, you go and take your time, because I know you're not ready. Boom, 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 you see? So that's the message. Oh dear. So we'll go into Scorpio. Right. There was another message for Aries, and I can't remember what it was. It's bugging me. Oh, it's absolutely bugging me that I can't remember what the other message for Aries was, because it was coming through to me just as I finished the reading, and then I knew there was another message for Aries that I should have given. And it's gone. Oh, maybe it will come back in the next reading. Maybe it will come back in the next reading, that's all I can think. Right, there's a card on the floor, I'm going to go and get it. Oh dear, not forcing things. Right. You're not forcing anything right now. You're not forcing anything right now. You're just going to allow things to unfold in their way. It's very flowy energy. It's very water-based energy here for Scorpio. Very lovely. You've grown so much and you know all about that now. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So this can be universal love. But it could also be personal love, intimate love. But yeah, some of you could really be harnessing universal love right now, channeling the love of source. I mean, across Gaia, how powerful is that? Because you're not forcing things in your life anymore. You've faced your demons, you've taken your hands off the reins, and you're going to say to Spirit, yeah, you take the reins then. Now that does make you do have to face your demons to be able to do that. And some days you might want to take the reins back a little bit, and then other days you go back and you give the reins back to Spirit. That's kind of what I'm doing in my life at the moment, and it's quite interesting to observe myself doing that. But when you do give the reins to Spirit, my God, what is coming through for Scorpio is massive at this time. You might find yourself in situations where you're sort of allowing life to unfold, and sometimes you're thinking, oh my God, do I really want to do this thing? But it's kind of what Spirit's brought to your door, so you kind of go with it, and then you're like, oh my God, wow, look what's growing in my life, because I'm actually just trusting and not trying to control. You've been making the right decisions and judgments. Spirit's been working behind the scenes on your life. This has been at the beginning of a very new happy chapter for you, and you are aware of that. You're much more mature now. You're very honest. You're very responsible with your energy. You've got a magnetic energy at the moment. People are very drawn to you at the moment, but you don't take advantage of it or play games with it. There's no ego with it, you know. You could get offered like an opportunity here as well that you can turn into money. There's been drama around you. There was issues that needed to be addressed here, or there was drama, or somebody was conflicted. But now this person's reaching a much better centered energy. It could also be that you were manifesting previously before you'll have this new chapter you're entering, but you've already entered this new chapter fairly recently. Before that, you may have been attracting very drama type people that had issues they needed to address that they just weren't addressing. And now you're just attracting people that are in their flow, just like you know, they're in their flow. You're attracting people who have more success in their life. They're more successful people. But that's not because ego, it's because they have such a kind energy, a kind heart. It's like your wishes are being fulfilled as well. So if there's something you had wanted, like more friends or more success, like more, you know, a nicer lover, you know, there is definitely a blessing manifesting for Scorpio at this time, you know. And there's somebody here saying, I want a fresh start with you. So, yeah. Whatever's manifesting for you at the moment, I don't like the word manifesting. I keep wanting to change that word to attracting. Whatever you're attracting at the moment, you are attracting it because you've entered a new stage of your life, and you know you have. And you're not into games anymore. You're much more honest with yourself. You're much more honest with other people, you know, and you're much more responsible. And you know, when you do take risks, you do, but they're sort of calculated risks. You always back it up with good energy and motivation. And so it's like you're attracting some kind of energy here that's similar. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Omega, victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. I have never seen this card before, Scorpio. Never. This is an amazing card. Oh dear. Look at that. That is incredible. Something very, very magical is happening for Scorpio. You are staying aligned and you are being blessed because you are keeping your energy aligned much better than you used to. And you are going to be blessed. Okay. So there's two things. Your life purpose becoming more blessed. So there could be a blessing there to do with your life purpose. And also could be your relationships. You know, you could be attracting your king or your queen. Pisces. You're on this journey. You're flowing with your beautiful journey and you're moving further along your journey. This could be the one. You have already met the romantic partner that you seek. Or this could even mean that you have already had the vision for what is meant for you, you know? Because you may already be in a relationship. There may be something that you are wanting to attract. You want something to happen and you've already had the vision. How? When? You know? Why? There's some sort of information that you already have. Gilbert's drinking water. I don't know why. I always find that highly distracting. You're already tapping into something. That's what I'm saying. You are already tapping into the thing or the person or the place where this is predestined to happen. You're already tapping into it. And you're well on your journey. You've been very careful lately, very careful. You haven't wanted to make any silly mistakes. So you've been super cautious lately. Now you may be tempted, I hate to say it, the next few days with the Devil card, you may be tempted to veer off track a little bit here, which is understandable because we are all human and as such we do have ego and we do tend to get sometimes distracted, you know, by either thoughts of temptation or thoughts of doubt and fear. So it's either one. Because you've been super careful to keep your vibration high, to make sure you're not dabbling with the wrong people, the wrong energies. You've been doing all of that. And then this weekend, it's like the next few days, either you're having fearful thoughts come up or you're having temptation type thoughts come up. You may feel a bit stuck and it's just because Spirit is holding you back so that you can realise certain things. You know, there's been a meeting or a coming together with you and someone else and at the moment there's a lack of decisions around it, or there may be a slowness. There may feel like there's a slowness here right now. And I feel Spirit wants you to realise certain things before they let you proceed with this situation. I can't let go of the past. I'm going to get help I know I need to. So somebody could be having... I'm just going to shut the door because that's really distracting. Oh dear. I've got a balcony, basically. I've got a balcony just there and it's just like, boom, they're coming in with a lorry. Yeah, so somebody here, okay, is trying to move on from their past. they may be having some little issues they need to figure out, okay, with the Hermit card, okay? So allow them space to do this, and don't fret and get stressed or worried about it. Don't equally get drawn into other temptations, because Spirit is showing how well you've been doing on your journey. They want you to stay focused on your journey at this time. And what they're saying is that you're already tapping into the right plan somehow, whether it's to do with your, whatever area of your life this is, you're already tapped into the right place, the right plan, boom, boom, boom. So keep doing that and don't veer off, because you're in the right place and you're doing the right things. So don't veer off at this point, because, you know, sometimes we can do that, you know, because there's a, you know, we just start to notice a slowing down. So then we get lots of thoughts kind of pop up into our mind. So if you just try to zone out, basically, is what the cards are saying. Try to zone out and keep doing what you've been doing all this time. You know, balance, neutral, empty, present, high vibe, focused on your daily activities. Don't start feeling like you need to do anything drastic. Vanessa, Spirit guides are saying to make your decision, ask yourself, which ways bring me closer to my divine purpose? Which ways take me far or further away from it? Wow, that's a powerful message. So you're getting all the help you need at the moment. All the help you need, Pisces. Yeah, you don't need to fundamentally rush and change anything in your life, because you're already tapped into the right stuff. I'm just going to say that because it could be anything. It's collective for Pisces. Okay, that is a very good card there for you. Okay, what is going to bring me closer to my divine purpose, and what would take me further away from it? That's it. They're keeping you on track. I tell you, someone in Spirit is keeping you on track at the moment. They don't want you to screw something up. Okay. Cancer, guardian of the gates. That's confirmation that you are going through a portal at this time, an energetic portal. And that may be quite an intense experience. Free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Okay? This is all about you being at one with Source. Not being influenced by other attachments. You've been committing to yourself, you've been doing better with money, your health and your mental health and your physical health has been improving. You've realised you've had to have more loyalty to yourself and stop giving it to everybody else. You've really committed to yourself. Now, you're on a very good long-term trajectory towards prosperity and getting the life you want, but sometimes you may feel fed up at the moment in the process, thinking, you know, why am I not getting certain things happen like other people are? You know, is this all going to be worth it? You know, there may be sort of like a situation at the moment where you're just thinking, is this worth it? Is this worth my time and effort? You've got somebody here who's been trying to achieve more balance. They've been taken through a spiritual initiation recently. There was a hell of a lot of energies coming up within this person and a hell of a lot going on inside them. And they've had to go through a process of trying to manage their energy better. And this has been a time of growth for them to sort of manage their energy better and become a bit more balanced. So that this person has definitely been making some progress. But at the moment they've got the Lovers card, which means there's still an element of mystery here. I think this person still doesn't have all the answers over where they're going in their life next, you know. I don't have the energy for this right now. They're not coming to a conclusion at the moment. And that may be why you are actually feeling sort of like, God, is this worth it? Is this, you know, am I doing the right thing? Yes, look, what the right thing for you to do at this time is exactly what it says in the cards. Don't commit to energies outside of yourself. Commit to your own energy. And if you do that, you are building long-term health, wealth, abundance. Okay? And it also means you're then freeing yourself from attachment of other people's energy, and other people's energy tends to obstruct us from our alignment, you know? You are opening a gate here to to source, basically. And I feel, I feel like there has been massive obstructions for Cancer in that area, massive. And this is hard work at this time, because what you're doing is you're turning it around. You are turning it around, and you're not giving your pentacle away anymore like you were, and you're turning this around now to yourself. So it's hard work, right? I mean, it's just definitely hard work for Cancer at this time. But you will be rewarded if you keep pushing ahead with the hard work you're doing in terms of committing to yourself, because committing to yourself is committing to source, and you will reap the rewards in the longer term. Okay. So it's much better to turn away from these energies where, there's still this element of mystery. The element of mystery does not serve you. Okay, and your spirit guides, you've got Melina. We had this card quite recently. Can't remember which sign it was for. You are confused and indecisive. You do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. You are going to be receiving information from your spirit guides on your next steps, okay? And until everything settles down energetically, you will not receive that guidance, okay? So you have to honour the fact that you're going through this energetic portal at the moment, and it's like going to feel strange. What your spirit guides are saying is once the energies settle down, when you've pulled back from these energies, the energies will settle down, and then you will be channeled information, because they are confirming that you don't really have enough information at the moment whether to proceed or not. Okay. And I know there's just massive distractions, because that lobby through that whole reading was just totally in my face. It's been quiet through the whole hour and 23 minutes I've been doing this video. So what I'm saying to you is other energies at this point in time obstruct you and distract you from what it is you're trying to achieve. There's not enough information. There's too much mystery. So they're telling you to liberate yourself from all attachment and to honour this gateway you're going through. The thing is, with the gateway, you can't basically essentially go back to how you used to do things. And I know that's annoying, because sometimes it's just comforting to be able to retract back to the ways we used to do things. But you're going through a portal here, which tells me that Cancer is at a point in time now where you can't go back to doing things how you used to. It's just not like that now. So it's everything's going to be in a different way. Everything's about forward movement. But you will get the information of how you now are going to be doing things. You will get that information. It will come, because that's what this card is saying. This is what your spirit guides are saying. So you're going to get expert advice that's going to help you to formulate your next steps and how you do things now. So that's the message. It's sorry if that was distracting, because it was distracting me, but I was determined that I was going to get the message from spirit, and it was loud and clear what the message was. You know, just to not allow other people's energy to infiltrate you at this time, because remember, Cancerians, we're ultra sensitive and you know, you're now moving towards a much more healthy, abundant future. So you don't want anything obstructing that right now. And so keep everything really clear, so that you will then receive how you're going to be doing things, because like I said, you're not going to be doing things how you normally would. You're going to find a new way of doing things. Okay, so I'll stop there, and I'm sorry if that was a bit intense. It was hard to work with that one. I'm sending you lots of love and peace. I really, really am. And also, you know, Cancerians, get your moonstone out, centre, or get whatever crystals out, you know, that work with you. And I'm sending you lots of love and light. And if you would like a reading, you know, I do an hour reading, I do a 40-minute reading, or I do a 10-minute voice note message reading. And you can always buy my deck. And thanks for the messages and support. And I'm sending you so much love across Gaia. Peace.